Well, clearly Joey Logano knows how to get it done when it comes to the championship run and the playoffs. I want to ask you, though, are you actually in a better position this year to win the championship than maybe you even were last year coming into this Vegas race?
Oh, I definitely think so. Last year we were definitely an underdog. We weren't even close to a favorite at this point. And I'd say honestly, as a team, we weren't in championship form at this point last year.
Okay.
I say we're way closer now. We've got way more playoff points than we did last year, which is great. We got way more speed in our car. We're coming off a solid finish in Indy, where we weren't quite as fast as the 4, but I'm not sure anyone was.
Right.
But we had a solid run, and I think that's important to have a little bit of that momentum going into the championship run here. So I'm excited about it. I love the playoffs. This is, to me, my favorite part of the year. I look forward to this moment, to where you can kind of go out there and show what you're made out of, and let that pressure kind of grow you into something and make you better, and as a team. Not just me as a driver, but everybody has the opportunity to be better, and I look forward to that.
So why are you better in the playoffs? Is it just because of that pressure, and you're one of the unusual guys who actually likes that and lives for this kind of pressure every week?
It's because you have to be better, right? That's why you don't have an option, and I think you find a lot of people have a way to just kind of rise to the occasion, right? You get thrown into a situation and you just learn how to deal with it, and you go with the flow, and you kind of figure out where you're weak, and you keep working. And I think that is really, for our race team, has really been something that's helped us. And maybe some of that is us being a little more comfortable in the situation now because we've been here before.
Yeah.
Like, we know what that pressure feels like. We've been through the ups and downs, and we've stuck together as a team, right? We've gone through the good as the championships. We've gone through the bad with missing the playoffs. And the core group is really pretty similar for the most part, to where we've done it all together. And I think that makes us a pretty strong team. Anytime you go through any trials and tribulations that's really tough, and you stick together, you're going to be stronger if you can stick together through it.
So help me understand that. How did missing the playoffs, 17, right? Missed playoffs, and then coming back and being an underdog and winning everything, how'd that make you a better driver and better prepared to win the title this year?
I think it made me a better person.
Okay.
It as a better person probably makes you a better driver, but you just learn kind of a little bit more perspective. You kind of don't take anything for granted. The year before we missed the playoffs, we finished second in the points.
Right.
So you kind of think, making the playoffs, oh, that's going to be simple, right? And to tell you what, this year, after we won the championship, I didn't take making the playoffs for granted. I didn't think that was going to be something simple to do because I've been down that road before.
Right.
So I think, just like I said, just that experience, that history and things like that is what makes you kind of feel a little more comfortable about it.
So the summer was rough. You kind of mentioned that. How much needed then was the second place last week at Indy to kind of say, okay, we still can do it? Because I think for part of the summer, you guys were really more chasing stage points, and it kind of put you in weird spots at the end of races. It was a very unusual summer for the 22 team.
We definitely did. We raced pretty hard to try to get as much points as possible. We wanted to win the regular season championship, right? That was the goal. We were in contention. It was pretty much the 18 and the 22 that had a shot at it. We were in the point lead at that point, and the wheels kind of fell off for a little bit. It was like one thing after another, just goofy things, but not like our cars were slow and things weren't going well. It's just that just goofy, weird things were happening, and that would be concerning if we didn't have speed. Right, if you were running 15th every week and these things were happening, boy, now that really takes the winds out of the sails, and all of a sudden you start to lose that momentum that you want to have. But the fact that we can still qualify up front, that we are still leading laps, and just weird, out of the normal things that were happening was just happening. So you're going to go through that every now and again, and you just fight through it. It's nice to have a solid run and that nothing happened. Okay, great. Like, you don't want to go to the week and say, oh, I wonder what it's going to be this week. You don't want that. But I think we fought through that period, and then I think anytime you kind of get to the playoffs, you can kind of get that, like I said, a extra bit of energy that I always talk about, trying to find that fifth gear, and it's not in our transmissions, I can tell you that much. But you better figure out how to get to it.
You won here in the spring. It was a much cooler day. You studied the film last night. How different is the track going to be when it's 105 degrees outside on Sunday?
Yeah, it's obviously slick, right? You're going to be, and I think that changes the strategy of this race quite a bit. There was some two-tire calls, and some of them worked. But I think now it being hotter, you're probably going to be lifting more. So I think that will change some of the strategy of the race. And the track's going to be wide. We saw cars running up against the wall in the spring. It's going to be warmer. More cars are going to be up against the wall, maybe in the wall. Hopefully it's not us. But this is a great racetrack. This is a track that really presents some great racing with this 550 package.
If he can repeat at Vegas and sweep the year, what a way that would be to start the playoffs for Joey Logano in 2019.